Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes have taken the college football world by storm already this season and are quickly becoming the biggest story in all of sports. The Buffs have sold out every home game for the entire season. They also brought in over $18 million for local businesses in just their first game. Justin Adams joins us now to talk more about Coach Prime. Justin is an anchor and reporter for CBS Colorado and hosts a Buffalo's pregame radio show. Thanks for being with us. So how has Coach Prime turned Colorado, I'm so excited to get to this segment, from a one-win afterthought center to really the college football's sort of prime attraction?
Yeah, well, the number one thing, Catherine, you have to do is be able to go and actually replace some of the staff that you have. And some of that staff sometimes is the roster, okay? Coach Prime, the first thing that he talked about was he wanted his Louis luggage. And what that meant was having 53 incoming transfers coming to the program. That's roughly 2/3 of the roster with the Colorado Buffaloes. But it's not just about getting those players. You have to make sure that you get the right players for your system, and that's what he was able to do. It doesn't hurt that his son, Deion Sanders, is doing extremely well. He has thrown for the second most passing yards in college football. And you also have Travis Hunter, who was a #1 player in 2021. So when you're able to get those type of transfers to your program and also to your team, you're going to do a lot of great work out there on the field, and that's what the Bucs have done so far.
So let's take that a step further. How would you describe Sanders' leadership and coaching style?
Kind of a little bit minister mixed in with a whole lot of motivation, with a whole lot of focus. And one thing that he likes to talk about is that he's an old school coach. And what that really means is that he holds these young men accountable for everything that they do. It's the little things in a game of football which makes the big difference. I'll give you one example for when you look at last week when the Bucs took on Colorado State. They're a team that down by 8 points with under 2 minutes to go. And it was the little things that allowed them to not only be able to tie that game, but also to win that game in double overtime. It's making sure that you're paying attention to the details, and that's one of the things that he's really mastering doing too. Another thing that he does as well, and he does this a lot with a lot of his motivational videos, is he kind of brainwashes these kids to not think of themselves as a 1-11 team from a year ago, but to think of themselves as a team that has the opportunity in many respects to do the unthinkable, which is to get to a bowl game, which is to win 7, 8, 9 games. And right now they're 3-0, and they're really listening to Coach Prime right now.
Well, it sounds like he's helping them to self-actualize as athletes in a lot of ways. So how has Sanders' presence impacted local businesses in Boulder and beyond?
You know, Coach Prime, he had a song that used to be called Must Be the Money. And everybody in Boulder is experiencing all the different cash that they have right now. But I had a chance to talk to several businesses in Boulder. They just said, look, we're not used to this in the sense of there are so many people that are here for game day. Catherine, if you wanted to come to a game, let's say next week against USC, and you wanted to stay in a hotel, be prepared to spend at least $500 a night. $500 just to be able to find a place to go to sleep. We're not talking about going to a game. When I looked online, the cheapest ticket right now, because all the tickets are sold out, so on the secondary market, the cheapest ticket just to get in is $377. Let's compare that to the Denver Broncos, who's the professional team. The cheapest ticket for their next home game, which will be against the New York Jets, that is only $89. So you see the big difference right there. If the Bucs win, everybody sticks around. And one fact actually from Visit Boulder they talked about was that retail sales, restaurants, everything has gone up 70%. Definitely the Coach Prime effect is happening all the way around in Boulder.
Well, that's quite something. So despite all the hype, number 19 Colorado is a 21-point underdog at number 10 Oregon this Saturday. So can they pull off another upset?
They can pull off the upset, but they need to go and do something that they have done all season long. It's not just about their exciting offense, but what they have done is they have been able to make the other team commit a lot of turnovers. The Bucs have 10 takeaways this year, which are the most in college football. And they're taking on Oregon, which has none. Oregon hasn't turned over the ball once this season. So the Bucs, they have to be able to go and start fast, get those turnovers. And oh, by the way, their offensive line, they have to do a lot better. 16 sacks in 3 games are way too much. And if they want an opportunity to go to Autzen Stadium and to win in a very, very difficult place to be, they have to protect Deion Sanders, and they also have to get off to their fast start, just like they did against TCU in the first game of the season.
Justin Adams, thank you so much for your analysis. We appreciate it.